So the long trade got triggered. I entered at around 201, and price is kind of stagnated. That went up to 250. My target is 300, right? It's gone up here. It just might go, but kind of undecided. The price is like so. I mean, I needed to break out of this, and then it can actually go all the way to 400. Is what I was thinking. So if I just show you the retracement, right? Um, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. That's the thing. So this is a nice healthy 50% retracement, almost 60. So this goes even higher to 38, 3, 33, 40. So I'm planning on exiting at 300, but I might just hold it till 320 or something. But it needs to break this for that to happen, which it seems like it's unwilling to do at the moment. So after breaking out, it held to that 220 for some time, and then it's come down to 200 levels, and it's testing the willingness of people to go long here again. So yeah, I'm going to use this as my stop loss in a while. Let price move slightly higher. Let it test this 250 level again, and then I'll use this as my stop loss. But right now this trade is slightly losing. Uh, I need at least like 10-15 points to just break even. So yeah, there's that. Waiting on this trade now. Waiting for it to move above this level. If it moves below this, I think it will come quite quickly to this level. So I can use this as my stop loss right now as well. But just might stop at like a 61% retracement before going up. So I'm a bit uncertain. I'm just going to wait. I think 33.30 is like my exit. Uh, let's keep an eye on this trade. Interestingly, Nifty has triggered a long over here, while Bank Nifty has sort of remained here only. So Bank Nifty will soon follow if the Nifty uptrend sustains, and this worried that this might just be a bear trap, and you know, someone's going to get uh, caught in this for no rhyme or reason, because see, it's pulled back quite rapidly. I don't think this is a sustainable long right here. It's confusing because Bank Nifty is sideways and Nifty is breaking out. My mind is screaming caution actually. I, I don't know like what's happening here. Pardon the what. But yeah, what's happening here? Broken about this. So it's on 15 minutes it's not a sufficient retracement. On 5 minutes it's barely a retracement. Like I mean, if you take this, it's probably a 38% retracement. But I mean, these are the recent swing lows. So here it's too deep a retracement to actually matter. In fact, this would be the A point in that case. So this would be A and this would be B. I think this is a bad bull trap. I really do think it's a bull trap. Sorry. So that said, am I wrong? Price action, VWAP, everything rising. Support of kitchens, swings up and breaking high checkout in open space. Um, I don't see why this is a trap. This everything is saying it's bullish. It's even 1:30 in the afternoon, so it's like a sufficient time to expiry. I mean. Okay, I don't know. I'm long on Bank Nifty, so I went Bank Nifty at that same level where Nifty is right now. So it's no reason to close Bank Nifty and go long here. This trade should work out quite well then. I think 50% retracement, so 39,350 is where I'll close Bank Nifty. What would Nifty look like? 700. 50 points more from here. It's hard to say really. I think I'll just calm down and focus on my open trade, which is the Bank Nifty trade, right? So Does this give all the indicators? Yeah, it does. I mean, it's slightly flatter compared to Nifty. Like the kitchen is flat, whereas Nifty's kitchen is rising, but it was flat for some time. Bank Nifty just needs to break this high. My target would be 350, 400. Insane move today if you think about it. It's actually from the day's low of 38 500 gone up to 39 200. That's 600 points. How many did I capture? I captured 385, 400 points. So I captured almost 80% of them. Oh, I'm proud of it. But yeah, still, I think this is not a sustainable up move. Confused, like, should I go long or not? I think I'll not. Let's just, I have enough gains today. I'll just stick to Bank Nifty for now. If it goes, it goes. If this goes higher, that has to go higher. So, wow. So I got stopped out of the Bank Nifty trade. I traded my stop loss to the swing low. It just triggered that. So I've been stopped out, and like it's kind of based on what Nifty did also. So I was pretty sure like this was like a bear trap of sorts, so, or bull trap. I mean, I think this was like sort of expected. Uh, I booked a small loss on this. I think 50 points. Yeah, 202 entered and 130, 128. I managed with 70 points loss. Yeah, I booked a 70-point loss over there. Which I think is fine because I mean it's not really could have moved up like after a good long move in night out. It's very rare that a second up will come. So Nifty's trade also has triggered here. Doesn't make sense to rotate into this. So I'm just going to record this and stay out of these trades for now. So today is actually a big news day. I mean, I call news days big news days. It's not like big news. Today RBI will be taking a decision on its on the interest rates. So whether to hike interest rates or not, and that kind of thing. Um, so markets yesterday had been pretty flat for both Nifty and Bank Nifty. Almost the entirety of the day. The day started here, Nifty remained flat, and then almost at 2 o'clock. And this is only when it sort of broke out. And there also it did move significantly. I had a target of 480, but I closed at 460. It eventually went to 480. Um, and then today it gapped up and it has come back down, but the trend seems to be intact. So this is just another swing low, and a breakout would be like a good thing. But VWAP is declining, and the cloud is thin, but it's upward rising. So there are signs, but just RSI is dipping. Like Nifty was looking slightly weak, so I brought my attention to Bank Nifty. The Bank Nifty also had kind of the same days yesterday, maybe a little bit more volatile. But yeah, it broke out a day and it didn't go high much, didn't sustain much longer. Today it did, and it broke out to this. It opened with a massive gap up, and then immediately came down and filled this gap. Uh, so here also the VWAP is slightly downward trending, but it's not looking weak. Okay, it's not looking like a downward slope. So I think market is waiting on news, and at 11 o'clock, perhaps after the meeting, and they get the decision, there'll be some huge volatility spikes, and then it will be like perhaps decide a direction. At this point of time, I've gone long though on this because it's kind of held this trend line. You see, uh, this is a good trend line, like I said. So I've gone long. I'm holding a long on Bank Nifty. It was looking a bit better than Nifty. Target is 39,000 initially. So I'm looking at this cloud over here. Okay, so 39,000 is my initial target, and thereafter 39,200 levels. Um, it's Bank Nifty. It's a Thursday, so volatility is expected and quite possible that Bank Nifty moves suddenly in the upper direction. Now, if the news is negative and price action starts moving down, a short below this swing low should be a good short, at least till here, because this is where the gap is open. So a gap would be filled, and eventually to the step 37,700 is where we could see price move to. So yeah, looks like it's going to be a waiting game for a while. Because again, like it's a continuation of sort of yesterday's dynamic. It was just sideways and undecided. The same thing seems to be happening today. It just I'm sorry about the zoom. I the zoom thing is irritating. But yeah, anyway, um, I guess it's a wait and watch and see where this goes kind of day today. So, Bank Nifty for a while was kind of scaring me. It went down below and it, crossed. There's a bearish crossover right here if you see. But I held on because my stop loss was below the swing low. I was just waiting. It went almost at swing low and it has reversed with momentum. And also there is now a bullish crossover and VWAP has started moving upwards and RSI is moving up and everything moving up. So um, now my trade is in the money, like 770 is where I have entered. So uh, I mean, I don't know if this like it needs to break above this to be sustainable. So I'm just waiting to see that happen. Not trailing my stop loss to this low just as yet, but I will like once this breaks out, I will trail it here. If it doesn't break out, then I'll still keep this as my stop loss itself. Um, and once price moves up well, then I will use the VWAP itself as a stop loss. So somewhere around 38,800 might be where my stop loss is. So at least 30 points um, is what I will end up pocketing. Like that's my aim. Let's see how it goes. Nifty also similar thing. It came back down, went almost to the swing low. So Nifty reversed even before the swing low and has gone up. I don't really know why people are looking at option build-ups and all at these levels. So people who are communicating with are saying at 17,500 there is a strong resistance and all on the spot, obviously. Um, but I just don't see it, honestly speaking. Like I think it's a good uptrend, and I'm trying my best to not be influenced by another's view and opinion. So yeah, I'm long. If I could, I would be long on Nifty as well. I'm not purchasing options though, um, because I'm already long in Bank Nifty futures, which are volatile by themselves. So let's not over leverage. Uh, it ends up causing losses. I mean, unless there's a break, and once there's a break, then yeah, let's go all in. Then interesting in Nifty is not yet giving a bullish crossover. I think a break above this high is what will be required. So if it breaks, pulls back a little down, and then goes up, yeah, I might consider long options. But yeah, right now I'm just being uh, cautious and trying to not have too many positions open at the same time. So Bank Nifty did really well. It has reached my first target of 39,000. Now it has gone to 39,100. My eventual target is 39,250. Um, if this stops scrolling, I'll get a chance to show you. Yeah. So 39,200, 230, 250 is the next target, and then eventually 39,300. But I don't know. I feel like it might not happen. I think it's going to get resistance here itself and start pulling down. But no, I think it can go till at least 39,200. So I'm trailing my stop loss now to 39, 38,870. So that's where the kitchen is. Um, and yeah, if it closes out, I'll be in a pretty decent position. Like, I mean, I can probably take my gain over here at 39,000, but I'm just waiting to see how it moves. So I could use 39,000 also as my stop loss. I just want to like monitor this trade, because if it goes to 39 to 50, 200, I'll be more than happy to book those profits. Nifty, on the other hand, has reached its target as well, 7,600, which I had, and that has also triggered a buy over here. So a slight pullback maybe, and then I'll consider going long Nifty as well. So let's see. Like now the RBI meeting will start. It's 11, so there'll be a rise in volatility. Uh, so yeah, like so I'm just thinking, I'll use a 2 minute time frame, and use this as my stop loss, or the moving average. So I might as well exit only if that's the case. So just waiting to see, I'll use 39,000 as my stop loss. Like I've decided, if it comes back all the way down there, then that's fine. If it keeps going up, that's good too. Because I mean, see, the rationale being, like, if it breaks 39,000, it's bound to come all the way down to somewhere around here. So might as well exit at 39,000 and consider a re-entry over there, like, if that makes sense. Or instead just keep holding this long and enjoy the ride. Oh, I also had gone long on Nifty futures, so there was a nice ABC setup I'll show you. I'm just considering whether I should have held one. I closed it at 87. It's trading at 87 still, so I can add one more at this level. I think I'll just keep one of them open. 17,600 call is probably not buy one lot. Keep one lot open. The reason being, like, even Nifty is probably going to keep moving a bit here and there. So 650 or something, if it reaches, then I can book a small gain in the Nifty future contract as well. So that's the target, by the way, of the Nifty futures. 17,650 over here. So I'll close it over there, and then 7,700 is also on the cards. Might not happen today, considering its expiry, and there could be a trigger to bring it all back down. But yeah, anyway, I was going to show you why I took this Nifty trade if it stops scrolling again. So on the 15-minute, there's a good 61% retracement, and it has worked actually perfectly. So long here, at this breakout, 61% pullback, 38% was the target, and it's gone there, and it's over. Perfect setup. So yeah, this was my trade in Nifty. Which met its target, so I closed the trade. And same with Bank Nifty, it's met its target, but I have a higher target here at 230 to 40 levels. And Nifty also have a target at 650, so I just went long right now with the future. I just set a price alert, so I'll exit it. Nifty exit 17,640, where I would like to exit this. And so the spot is actually, so by then the spot would probably reach 17,600. Right. Let's just see what this target is. So this is more than a 61% retracement. So it's not going to go all the way to 38. I think 7,600 is where it would reach, and go. Uh, a reason being that it sort of pulled back sharply. Let's just look at 30 minutes. So yesterday's trade, yeah, I think it is going to get resistance here and come back down. Like, I think this trend is over. I'm pretty sure it's over. Yeah, a few more points. I'm thinking that this going long on the going long Nifty one more lot was perhaps a slight inaccuracy. It won't cause me a huge loss because I have a comfortable gain. Perhaps I should have not rushed into it. It's fine. So anyway, as I was saying, trade is open, so now prices moved quite far also from the kitchen. So in all likelihood, it will pull back towards the kitchen and remain sideways for a while, especially since now it's almost 11 and the budget meeting should, sorry, the budget, I'm saying, the RBI meeting press conference should start around now. So yeah, that's it. So Bank Nifty went up, met my target. So 37,250 is my actual target, but I'd set an alert at 37,200. And by the time I actually placed the sell order, it was at somewhere around 180. So anyway, like a little bit of slippage. 20 points is actually a lot of slippage, but it's fine. And prices out of even like the slippage reason being is started moving back downwards. So I was thinking it might reach 250, 230, 240 levels, but it didn't and started moving a bit down. So then I chose to close this trade. Uh, and it now it seems also like a good decision. So it met my target and everything. So you know, I took my profit and I've come out of the trade. So I think I made 9,000 on this trade, or 9 10,000. So after expenses, 9,600. So yeah, it was a good trade overall. Um, I did everything right. I could have entered better had I entered here on this candle breakout. It would have saved me the pain of this. Entry level would have been the same, right? 770. So now I would have placed to buy over this high, and so I've entered the same price. And the learning takeaway is that wait for the first 5 minutes to pass. Always, like, you'll get a better entry, and if it's already moving up, then it might pull back down and give you a re-entry chance. You enter then. Right, like something that happened over here yesterday. I didn't trade in the first 5 candles, came back down, and then it was a good entry. Like, even if it remained sideways for a long time, it gave me a chance to enter at that level. If it's just up, then it's fine, right? So, so yeah, that worked out well. Nifty also did well. So Nifty also took resistance at this level, and it has like started turning downwards. Uh, so now the question is, should I just be happy with all the gains or should I look for one more trade? So I'm not going to go out of my way to create trades. It's something I've been doing in the past. You like, oh, there is a trade here, let's take it. If it pulls back, it takes support, goes back up. Yes, I will go long. There's really a trade, but I won't try to make a trade where there is none. Right? So something like this, a crossover here that happened over here. If that happens again, then yeah. It's just that price is quite far away from the kitchen now, so I don't think there's much of a trade coming up now. So yeah, that's it. Let's be cautious now and happy. I'm happy with this game. Yeah, that's all. Ciao. So price has reversed quite sharply from there, and it just goes to prove that Ichimoku clouds do work as very good target zones, and like, I mean, it's perfect, right? Like, it went to the target, and that's precisely, like, not precisely, but it's more or less there from where price started reversing. So you keep an eye at that level and you look for exits, right? Or you could use this also as your stop loss, in which case it's a good exit level as well. So I mean, I'm really it's the reason why I really like the system, that it's such clear um, targets and exits. Of course, I have been guilty on numerous occasions of not following those exits. Like last month itself, when it reached my targets, I would wait, and it would reverse, and then I could have had like 70, 80 points profit, and I ended up taking just 20 points. Uh, I use those targets, and I'm learning that more and more every day to be confident and rely on them. That said, yeah, Nifty, Bank Nifty both have sort of lost uh, steam, but I'm just looking still on like the 5 minute EPC to see if there is a potential retracement where it will be before an up move, and if that tracks with the kitchen and Dickinson movements, it will be a good level. So, Bank Nifty is still far from a 38% retracement. So, up move over here would perhaps not sustain. The same goes for Nifty. So, Nifty also, if I look at 5 minutes and plot Fibonacci retracement tool, it will very likely show that yeah, the retracement isn't enough for enough. So I think it should come somewhere down here, okay, and then go up. So that becomes for Bank Nifty, a support of the VWAP would be like a 50% retracement or something of that sort. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to create a trade where there isn't one. I'm just going to be patient. If it triggers, then I'll definitely go long. If not, I'll be cautious. Very curious move by Bank Nifty. It didn't pull down sufficient, but it went and stopped at 200 only. It didn't break above this high also. But it's so like undecided. Like not undecided, it just stopped. It's not moving anymore. Like this is where I want to be on the expiry kind of thing. Nifty on the other hand did not broke this level, but it didn't go significantly higher. So it reached my target again, 640. So wait, to show the cloud. So, it's brilliant. So here, this is where more or less where I was expecting resistance, 640 to 650 level. It has turned back from here. So I don't know. It's working very well today, the system. I 643 was the resistance and stopped just a bit shy of that. So I'm kind of like very impressed by the system, but I'm also now wondering whether to go long or not. Like where like a breakout over here would just be to the moon, I guess. There's nothing after that in the way. So like I'm zooming out, but there's nothing. So I'm just looking at an hourly chart. Let's see what. Yeah, it's broken out of the cloud on an hourly chart, but it still is without a target. Nifty, on the other hand, is it has a target. I mean, it has 7750 as a target, but here it has reached this target level, 700 more or less. Where it would go 750 and 18,000, all doable targets. So I'm, I'm confused. Like Bank Nifty has like loads of open space ahead of this. If it breaks out, so at least 39,500 would be on the like within an arm's reach within the next day or two, sort of thing. So what was I looking here? At yeah, if I'm looking at hourly, if there's any setup, but not really, not really. No, no clear setup, nothing. Price is just an open space and it is just doing what it wants. It's nice to be long over here where you've already got number two. Re-enter a long over here is very difficult because your upside downside is completely out of order. But I think 15-minute time frame is what is telling me that it's quite far from the moving average. It would probably pull back. So I'm still sticking to my decision of not entering another trade. But I think the overall trend is quite bullish. I don't see myself going short today. if like at the most it would touch the cloud or something. My stop loss is at a comfortable level if I go long here at 35 200, 205 say. Uh, 950 would be my stop loss. Actually, I don't think that's comfortable. Let me just calculate. So, long 950, 39201. What I say my stop loss would be 38 950, 940, right? 38 940, 38 940. Yeah, that's too much of a loss actually. It's eroding more than 5,000. 7,617. I'm not going long here. Doesn't make sense unless my stop loss moves up closer. But it's not really appearing to be a good trend. I could use this as my stop loss, but like I said, the retracement is insufficient. Right, it's shallow retracement. This is insufficient, and suppose I was to use this as a retracement, and then here we have like a 38% retracement with this candle here and a target of 39,300. That would be possible to play. I mean, it's a nice small 100 points for a risk of 50 points sort of thing, 60 points. I don't really want to take it like, I rather just be happy with what I have at the moment. So yeah, no more trades now. Bank Nifty is tempting me now. Considering a long once it breaks over this, and this will be my stop loss. Should be comfortable, right? Let me just check. 39,200 stop loss of this swing low, whichever of these is lower. I think 39,045 and 39,043. So 39,040. If I take one lot, that's a loss of 4,260, right? Bearable loss. So yeah, I think I can go long over here. Let's see if it breaks. I mean, it entirely depends on that. I feel it will break. I don't see why it won't break. Let's see Nifty 5 minute. Should go 39,300 would be my target in that case. Nifty is also created like a rising swing. Interesting. And so I'm going to go long once this high is broken, not before that, because this might get resistance. So yeah.